Play rake-free daily fantasy sports at fantasydraft.com or download the app from your app store. Use promo code PNIA for a VIP free roll.
Duthie straddles under the gun to $100, and Mike Dentale wakes up with pocket queens under the gun. Now we see some of the signature aggressive style from Dentale coming in with a limp into the pot. Young, sensing weakness, raises to $400 with complete garbage 8-3 suited. Unfortunately, my friend, you have fallen into this man's trap.
Call that bluff.
Duthie makes the call on the big blind, and now Mike has a great spot to raise. He makes it 1,200 to go, and Young has to realize now that this was a mistake.
You don't even know.
Well, apparently not. What do I know? Let's just take a flop, guys.
Our range is so wide.
Matt, I'm going to get snapped off. They both called 1,200.
1,200? Mikey runs worse than anyone, so give him a break.
Matt needles Mike before the flop about how bad he runs, and then both of his opponents outflop him, including the 8-3 suited. That has to hurt. Action checks to Young, who fires out a huge bet here, 3,500 to go. Stacks aren't too deep. He might decide he just has to go with it right here. Meanwhile, you can see the tilt setting in on Dentale's face.
Make it 9,000.
Raise 9,000. Fold.
I knows that hand.
He's
I know it was 100%
He's
that
folding
hand.
as well.
And this is all Hollywood from Young.
What have you got? 8-9? Suited?
Not much. What can you have?
I could have flopped a set of threes. I could have a straight draw.
I'm all in.
Wow.
All in.
Here we go, boys.
Go on, if it was a slow roll, you've got.
Me, not flush draw. They both flop me dead.
Yeah,
You want to
okay.
put it, spread them in front of you?
You play with some you do.
Exactly. Great.
Nice hand.
No king.
Duthie now needs a jack, a king, or a running board pair to take this one down. Dead to now only a king.
Put a king down, go on.
He's got it out.
Put a king. If you can hit that, I can hit a king. Whoa, and I hit it there too. That's so sick. That is so sick.
Young quickly back to even on the session, which reminds me of the proverbial saying, if at first you don't succeed, buy and buy in again.
Or with
This is definitely gonna be the best. This is the best decision I've had in a long time.
You don't usually have good ideas.
Raise makes it
I play poker with you. That's
If
always
she
a good
called
idea.
the 700, I was just folding.
Yeah.
She's definitely not the worst player at the table.
She wanted to play. Hey, you know, smart to play tight in 3-bet pots. It's a good strategy.
I just want to see her play a hand so I can see her continuation bet on the flop. Just one time like the kids.
Really stay in if you have a pair, right?
Yeah.
And then you say if you'd have 2 high cards,
Yeah.
you stay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really wonder if Kyle's actually getting better at poker talking strategy. There's like a 50% chance that that's going on right now.
She just saw him.
Kyle's like, oh wow, that's something new. I never considered that.
He's like, well, that's a really good line.
You
He's
need
definitely,
good
he's
cards.
definitely processing it. Yeah.
You saw the slow little mouse wheel going in Kyle's head.
Love this raise from Bowker. He's double gutted. He's got a disguised hand. He can raise with impunity, maybe get a better hand to fold. And if not, maybe he makes it straight and gets paid on the river.
And there is the straight for both players. Advantage Schanbacher.
All in.
all in.
Yeah.
Jack 10, that's so sick.
Mike Pence is at least applauding because everyone just made a straight.
Flop another set.
I had 5-6.
You had 5-6?
Yeah.
Hey, how about that Granny Irene? Now she's got something to brag about tomorrow at 4 p.m. dinner.
King 10, not good enough to get started.
Tight is right.
Okay, this is my chance. I got to look at my cards and put a flag.
You know there's no straddle.
What?
Oh, there's no straddle.
What did you get so much? What?
I was like,
He's
I would
pretending like
otherwise
no
I would have
one's
moved
a
in with this hand.
straddle. Right,
Otherwise.
you would have?
No,
I thought there was a straddle.
This came after Esther with 6X.
You don't pay very much attention to the table.
All right.
It's hard to defend.
You still haven't looked?
No, I have not looked.
It's like the guys who do that in tournaments and they just 5X. That just like they ruined me with that.
I feel like I should
I'm just
probably
sitting there
look
like
at my
nothing I can do.
I call.
Oh man, how bad is Jen Tilly running today? This is gonna be harder to watch than any of the Chucky movies when you're not on an airplane. Two pair versus a set, and she is drawing Deed.
Daisy, Daisy.
And raising. Wonderful.
Oh, no.
I bet Jason can literally not believe this. Jason's just deciding whether or not he wants to put in another raise. And with a board texture like this, he could very easily think Jen could get it in on a draw.
And he does go with the raise. He raises it to 82.50. So that's just over 5,000 for Jen to call.
Oh, what did I miss?
Yikes.
Jennifer, we're all hoping you get away from this. We like you.
Give me the inner dialogue of Jennifer Tilly right now.
Let's see, if I call this hand and I lose, I'm gonna need the next Chucky movie to make more money than all the rest combined. So like $1 million.
I was thinking more like, could he have really done it to me again? Did he flop a set against my two pairs?
No.
That's what I'm...
It's all Chucky related.
Okay, good.
I don't do analysis.
Got it. Okay, so she does call.
She's probably actually thinking, there's no way he's got me beat this time.
This is in the pot?
Is there? No. There could be.
He didn't really. No, he didn't. He couldn't.
On.
Why did I raise?
Whoops.
Well, I can't imagine you doing that with like just pocket aces or pocket kings.
See, the inner dialogue isn't always about Chucky movies, Stapes.
It's my inner dialogue.
I can't imagine you're bluffing. Why do I even play poker? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Oh, did somebody get this round? Did you guys get a drink?
I said I would. Oh wow, she has another one already? Yeah, I'll pay it. Who is
I
she?
ordered another round, I think, for everybody.
Unless you flopped a
I
straight.
don't think she needs any more Zinfandel. She hasn't been powering it.
Are you good?
The Zinfandel case has been.
Only thing I could put you on that beats me is a set of jacks.
I'd like to be calling Miss Cleo to have them put some sort of hex on our show if I was her, and she keeps coming back.
Should I call?
I think she said I call.
Yep. Jen names like 10 hands that beat her and then finally decides to see which one.
Oh, that look says it all.
You beat me, of course, obviously. I'm just trying to come to terms with the fact that I am not the poker god's favorite. How could I not be the poker god's favorite? And then I'm trying to come to terms with the fact I'm not going to win that $1,000 from Vanessa. Because now you have like $50 million in front of you. I'm never going to fault you. Luck is a thing that runs out. And
He's not familiar with that.
You met him before?
I think you had more than your share of luck in the last 2 hours. 8, 9, 10.
Wow.
Cheers.
Oh, we're back.
We're back.
Drinks.
We're back.
Drinks.
Here we go. Cheers.
Cheers, y'all.
Griffey, have a drink. At least one.
I'm driving, buddy. I don't break the law.
Oh, yeah. Crime don't pay. Crime don't pay.
There's Uber in this city. Come on.
Uber and leave your car here. I'm sure you'll be right back.
Oh, I'm coming back. When I come back, I'll drink. Heavily.
Oh, he's going to funeral.
gotta go
You
to
don't want to
funeral.
be. Yeah, it's.
Bad business.
Unless the guy's your drinking buddy, then you know you have
he
one
was
for him.
my drinking buddy.
You've never went to a funeral home, kind of buzzed up?
Did he just say that
really bad.
Griffin Abel's going to a funeral today?
He did. It seems like the kind of thing I probably shouldn't make a joke about. So just cut my mic for a minute.
Like we were in 9th grade too. So not as understandable.
I don't think I've ever been sober at a funeral.
Got a drink to get through it.
Big flop for Dave Eldridge.
Check from Deeb.
Definitely the kind of board you want to bet. You're going to have the best hand very often, and your opponent's going to have a piece very often.
Who you looking at basketball games, Jack?
I haven't watched one game. I didn't do a bracket. I didn't bet a game.
That seems
No
like
idea.
poor sportsmanship. Spillage.
Easy there, Maria Ho.
What I have though.
No, she's not.
You can't use that. You can't use that. That's bad luck.
How do you not know that?
No, because I've never had a terrible towel before.
She was given a terrible towel by one of the people who was watching the Poker Night in America festivities today, and now she's using that terrible towel to wipe the table. Seriously.
What's the problem? It's a towel.
No, oh my gosh. I'm gonna be sick.
I don't even. What is football? Like soccer? Steelers? Are they like a soccer team?
You're like spitting on Pittsburgh when you use that towel like that.
Right.
By the way, Shaun Deeb has very quietly made the nuts.
Okay, so now that's what you do with the terrible towel, Maria.
Yeah, that's how you dry it out after you wipe your drink up with it.
Oh my.
You sports people are weird. Hate to tell you what I'd use that towel for.
Okay, come on.
What, I like spaghetti.
Margie, baby.
Margie, baby.
As soon as she touched me yesterday, I lost. You touched me, I lost. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Eldridge just in a really bad spot.
He bets 35-50, and Deeb's just leaving him twist in the wind here. He calls.
Are we drinking tonight after you're done with?
And Eldridge
because
does
I'm
not boat up.
8 drinks deep.
Now the heart means Deeb no longer has the nuts, but he is
relative to,
not
like,
going to give this up.
Well, I don't know, but just I'm playing. Like I'm in the game. I have chips down. I'm
She has
sitting
all
in
my
this
chips.
seat.
She just cold 4 balls man wins.
Deeb checks.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's because he ordered me a double when I asked for a single, and then it was on after that.
What's he going to do now? Give her a glass she's not allowed to drink from? I suspect we're about to see a raise. You do not expect Eldridge to have hearts here pretty much ever. He clearly had something on the flop. Ace King of Hearts would be about the only heart hand he's going to have. Maybe Queen Jack of Hearts. The problem with raising here, though, is there's not a lot that can call you.
All in. Guess that's not going to slow him down. He goes all in.
Oh, he makes the call. That's going to leave a mark.
Oh, Shaun Deeb is driving a bulldozer through this place.
I am Doug Polk. Who let the Dougs out? UNC Wilmington did because I did not graduate. But look who's laughing now. I'm on your TV, Dad. Yesterday, $100, $200 blinds with a $300 ante on only the big blind. Right out of the gate here, Roberts looks down at pocket tens.
1,500, call.
Opening it up at 1,500. We also have Jeff Gross in the mix today. Good to see another YouTuber making it in there. He gets out of the way, though, and Antonio has pocket fours and called the open.
How do you think this main event's going to go, Joe?
I think they'll get the guarantee.
9-6-4, nice way to open the sesh here, Antonio.
Like the phases, are they?
Now Roberts checks on 9-6-4, and with an overpair, she's clearly going to be check calling.
Yeah, I think it'll get there.
But she's actually thinking about check raising. Now Antonio is very excited about the way this is going. But he wants to call and give Roberts a chance to lose more money on later streets. The deuce on the turn looks like a good card for Roberts, but in reality, it's a terrible one.
I want to go to that.
She wisely checks anyway, and now Antonio's going to bet with his set. 17,000 is a healthy sized bet, around 2/3 of the pot, and back over to Roberts with pocket tens. And this is one of the problems with fast playing your overpairs, facing a bet in the flop. you build a pot that might be a bit larger than you're looking to play. However, you have the overpair. Probably going to have to put in a call here and play some rivers.
Yeah. I think it's also just people being
Roberts makes
being
the call.
aware of how it works. Because even me, who I love this kind of stuff, like I didn't really in on day 2 or how does it work? You know, it's just a matter of
The jack of diamonds on the river could be a saving grace for Roberts, as now if Antonio was bluffing with a hand that hit a jack, she's beat. Once again, Antonio has one of the best kinds of spots in poker. How much money should I bet and try and get paid?
Like double, I think, double in size.
Something in the 40 to 45,000 range looks about right.
100,000?
But he's swinging for the fences. 100,000 to go.
I think we can double
For
party.
the rest of Roberts' buy-in.
People feel about it.
Now, what can Roberts beat? Maybe a hand like 8-7 suited, a missed straight draw. Maybe a hand like some backdoor clubs that also missed. But she also has to realize that there's a possibility that Antonio has 3 of a kind.
I'll pay you off. I call.
Millions and millions.
Call. Set of 4s.
Oh, nice. Chips.
Chips, please.
Nice hand, boss. Hold that one, boss. Nice hand, boss.
You played it great, boss.
I done it before. I done it. I'm the only one who done the 16.
If I ever have people who work underneath me, I'm going to make them call me boss all day. If I am, in fact, their boss.
Just legally change your name to boss.
Good call.
The 32. Yeah, I done the 32.
Check it out, though. Mercier's got aces.
We're trying to get it to 64, but it just...
He's finally going to play a hand on Poker Night in America. Sit back and watch. Or sit forward and watch. Either one.
He's
got his rules, you know?
Suits every day. Putting straddles.
Yeah, he's got his rules, you know.
I'm not here to let you guys.
It's like tan with plaid.
11,200.
You know, that's the rule.
Making a really big raise. The last thing he wants is to take this flop 4 ways.
Bill Perkins.
Well, Berkey's up like 350K, so he shouldn't be folding a hand for the rest of the night. Berkey is in.
One guy's got a pocket square. One guy's been changing a lot of diapers lately. The flop is ace high with a couple of hearts. Mercier flops a set of aces, but Berkey's got the flush draw and a pair.
Pair and a flush draw? You gotta be kidding me. Is this what happens when you consume 1,000 grams of protein every day? Do you gain the ability to start cuning?
12,300 the bet from Jason. Over to Berkey.
Oh boy. Well, Jason has the absolute nuts for this board, so he literally cannot be behind right now. I say he tries to get it in while that's definitely still the case.
On. Twice? Sure.
Just a 200K pot. Now watch the 2 of these guys try to pretend like they don't care. Look at Jason's face. He's like, I don't care.
It's fine. I do this all the time.
No big deal.
It's cool.
And they're gonna run it twice. Half the pot's gonna be awarded for each run out.
Berkey makes 2 pair on the first turn and misses the river. So now here comes the second, gets a queen on the turn and a jack on the river. So Jason's gonna win it all. All right, patience is a virtue. He just won $197,000.
Matt Berkey now up stuck 100 grand. Jason Mercier.
The blinds a little bit bigger here in South Florida. Tonight, the blinds are 100 and 200 with a $25 ante.
No, those aren't Jason Mercier's security guards. We are just in South Florida. Now it's Berkey's turn with pocket 8s.
3 players to the flop. Deuce, 8, king is the flop. Perkins with top pair. Deeb Pascal with just the 5s, but Berkey, oh, I love flopping sets. I love it.
Bill Perkins, we hardly knew ye. Deeb Pascal doing a great job of getting Bill Perkins to commit more money into this pot so Berkey can raise.
8,500 is the bet.
Look what you started, Joey.
That might work in poker tournaments, but this is a cash game.
You should have told Matt before this hand started.
I check.
Matt really should keep betting. When Bill calls the flop raise, he's likely going to call the turn too. Bill Perkins drawing dead, by the way.
All in.
Cool.
Oh. He's got it.
Oh, no.
As soon as you said it, he's all in.
No outs.
0.0.
No big deal, just almost $250,000 exchanging hands here on Poker Night in America.
Ouch.
Jason, I'm going to have to make a withdrawal from the bank.
If you were wondering how rich Bill Perkins is, yes, he is that rich.
Boy.
Poker Night is brought to you by Kimosabi Mezcal.
Yeah, 9-4.
I think everybody's throwing the 4 in automatic.
I'm out.
Just cuz. A little stuck.
Can we get an order of tilt juice to seat 6, please? That's tilt juice, seat 6.
I'm raising.
Yep.
Just cuz.
Berkey with ace-jack, Kornuth with kings.
From 1,900 to 10,000, that is a big raise, but he really only wants to play this pot heads up. Unfortunately, it's going to be against the ace-jack of Matt Berkey and not the 3-deuce of Bill Perkins.
Matt Berkey playing some solid poker here tonight on Poker Night in America. Flop is 4-8-4 with a couple of diamonds for Berkey.
Such a good feeling to even flop a draw there. Yeah, 12,000 just turned into 35,000. There really aren't a lot of made hands Matt could be raising with. This is going to be a flush draw a lot of the time.
And a call. We're at 92,000 after the flop. Okay, now Berkey also pairs his jack to go with the flush draw and the overcard. There could be a strong possibility that we get another $100,000 in easily right here.
Well, Berkey's slowing down now that he has showdown value. Kornuth is more than likely going to attempt to charge Berkey to draw.
The bet is 20,000.
That is not a huge bet relative to the size of this pot. He could be trying to induce a raise. Unfortunately, he is just giving Berkey a sick price to draw.
This is the same hand? A little bit faster. They like to look at each other's soul.
All right, so just call. Oh.
Was there ever any doubt?
My gosh.
All in.
This is such a horrible spot for chance. This is the perfect bluff card, but it is a horrible card overall. What was Berkey raising the flop with, if not an overpair, a full house, or a diamond draw? I don't think he's turning up here with an air ball very often. But I also don't know nearly anything about Matt Berkey's game, the game of poker, or the world in general. From Chance Kornuth to Chance Pornuth.
Put in.
He can't be stopped.
That is a nearly 300K pot getting shipped Matt Berkey's direction.
I think it's safe to say Matt Berkey's had a good night at the table here at Poker Night in America, huh?
Man, if he really wanted to make everyone mad, he could just leave. Hey, quit writing mean stuff in the comments, guys. I'm just kidding. Everything you write helps us. It's called engagement. Go to town. Also, like and subscribe. But you'll write the mean stuff, too. It's all good.